Now, let me ask one last. Let me ask one last quick question, real quick.
That's just sound.
We've been right about Do y'all believe? Do y'all believe if your relationship get to a point where y'all feel like y'all need to go to couple therapy and y'all need to seek help and shit like that? Do y'all believe it's just worth it? Y'all believe it's worth saving the relationship, or you think you should just throw that shit away?
I feel like it's nothing. I feel like it's nothing y'all should be able to talk that shit out.
Yeah.
It's not no way somebody that don't know it from a can of paint.
No, but sometimes therapy teaches you the tools how to communicate with each other.
Right. And think about it as your girl. You and your girl get into an argument. She go with her friends. She tells her friends about it. That's technically therapy. Her friends is gonna tell. I have a friend that will hold me responsible saying no.
But that's
you was wrong, or yes. So what I'm saying, and that's just like a therapist.
Somebody that knows you.
And that's exactly
not
what
a fucking complete stranger.
But that's what I'm getting at, right? It's an outside person hearing.
Okay, my question to you is, do you deal with childhood trauma? Because I heard you say something about your mom. Do you deal with childhood trauma?
I dealt with it on my own. To now, I'm done with it. At first, hell no, it was a rough ass ride. But if you ask me questions now, that's why I can talk the way I talk, because I did all that shit. I've been through all that shit. So
have you forgiven her?
My mother? Yeah. 100%. I don't forgive my father. That nigga just like I said. Me not forgiving a nigga doesn't mean I'm not guilty from it. Y'all sound crazy as hell. Like,
how is it not?
I don't have to forgive. I don't have to forgive nobody.
You don't have to forget, but you have to forgive.
No, I could just let it go. But
you don't have. Do
you
have to forgive, but you don't have to forget
him, or you have conversation with him?
No, I don't see him or have no time.
If you see your father, would you hug him?
No.
So you don't forgive him. You forgot him, but you haven't forgave him.
Why do I have to? What makes it wrong?
It's not wrong. Nobody's saying it's wrong. But I mean, it's better to forgive for yourself.
You don't have to forget.
You never going to forget. But you don't have to forget. You can forget. You don't even have to be friends with them. Forgiveness is for yourself.
But that's my point. I'm not friends with him. So why do I?
Because you haven't forgave him yet. That's why. You have not forgiven your father for abandoning you.
If I forgave him, how will my actions be different? After I forgave him,
you would probably be a whole. You probably would view yourself way differently than what you.
Why?
You would be.
You lock your blessings when you like that.
Why do I gotta do that?
Be receptive to the start. All right, that was then. This is now. Let me try to build a relationship with my dad and get to know him who he is today, and not judge him on what happened.
Because what if he reached out to you and was like, I know I fucked up. I know I was a shit ass dad, but I want to love you now and the age you are now. Would you allow him to do that? Would you allow him to do that though?
Hey, listen. Y'all can try to make up as many accusations as you want to. It just sounds stupid.
But that's still stuff that
it's not.
And it could be a father. It could be a whoever for me. If you violate to a certain extent, you're done. That doesn't make. You're mad. Man, I'm not mad. I just don't care no more. I was mad when I was mad. At this point in my life, like I said, I don't care no more. So what the fuck do I need to speak to?
You don't care, but you're not caring. That's an action showing that you still
I'm trying to figure out where this hug keep coming from, bro.
It don't have to be
like
it's that hug. We said it doesn't have to be a hug. You said you wouldn't doubt your dad. She changed it to that.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming to the session. I'm going to wrap this bitch up.
But make sure y'all hug y'all father, y'all.
I appreciate y'all for watching this shit.
I told my father now, and I forget. I still call him Charles today, Dad sometimes, but it's forgiveness.
I don't think it make a difference. I don't think it make a difference.
That's because you don't. Okay, so just like you said earlier, your girl fucked your brother. Would you ever forgive your brother for that? See?
He'd be done with me.
You're just a.
But how am I the villain? Because the nigga did some bad shit, and I don't want to fuck with him.
You're not a villain, but you gotta understand that this is for yourself. It's not for him.
People in the world just don't hold no accountability, and that's what's fucked up about it.
But that's not for you. It's not for you. It's not for yourself.
Because I'm dealing with the motherfucker that I'm talking about. How am I not going to worry about somebody that I'm in tune with?
You can cut a person off and still forgive them. If I had a friend that I fucked with and they did something,
why do I
have
to do that?
For yourself. You don't hold nothing that they did no more. You just let that shit go. You move
on. But why can't I let it go without forgiving them? What I'm saying. Right, I know you don't know.
Because you still hold some type of stigma towards that person.
Because I didn't forget
when you see, when you see that person's going to trigger you. Sometimes, even if you might not react on that trigger, you going to go to your friend and be like,
been through them phases.
Man, I see my dad. That's why this nigga had the audacity to do some shit like that. Fuck that nigga. You're still mad.
It's never going down like that.
Excuse me.
We've been through them phases.
But it's just like a relationship. If you break up with a chick, if you break up with a chick, she did some real grimy stuff.
Y'all care too much. I don't care that much. I'm sorry. I done seen 1,000 of them. I don't give a fuck, girl. I will walk right past you if you don't speak. I will.
I do the same shit. I do it.
Excuse me.
That don't mean you don't care.
I don't care. Yes, I said I don't care.
That means that you can walk past him.
Right.
That's
But you just said about
that does not mean you don't care.
Oh, what's up?
I didn't say that.
But that's what you were saying. That's what you were implying.
Don't assume.
So what were you implying?
I asked you if you saw your ex, and if your ex just walked past you, and what you're doing. That was a question, not an assumption. You just showed us what you're going to do. You're just going to walk past. That does not mean that you don't care. You're just walking past them. I've done it plenty of times. There's bitches that I stop fucking with, and I can literally, you can be sitting right here, and I will act like you don't exist. I can't even tell you what the bitch got on, but I care.
But that's you.
I still care.
That's not me. I don't care.
But if I forgave that person and I let them go, then you're just another person for me. You're a stranger at that point.
I think that's
like for me too. I
think for me, when it's forgiveness, is when you've done me wrong, right? And I sit back and I look at it. And I think it just comes with you finally accept that person for who they are.
Facts.
Like, you are this type of person.
So
Facts.
That's different. Yeah.
Facts.
That's acceptable for who they are.
It's like you're not
that's a part of
like what they did doesn't surprise you. It's like that's who you are, and that's cool. That's my woman. Yeah,
that's why you take the caring part out of it.
So yeah, I've definitely accepted who the motherfucker is, but that don't mean I gotta accept the hug. I know
you don't have to accept the hug. That's what we say.
I kept saying that, bro.
You keep talking about this fucking.
Y'all kept talking about
a dab. It don't matter what it is.
Nigga, you hug. Give me a hug. I didn't hug.
You like, nigga, I'm not game.
Where your ball?
But not even. I wasn't even going like that. I'm just trying to be like, why is it a hug?
When she started off with hug, so we.
But you walked into that and you still said no.
Exactly.
No, because like I said.
Would you say hi?
I accepted it 4 years ago.
Would you say hi? Would you speak?
No, why do I?
Exactly. That's what
I'm going to be like, why are you speaking to me, bro?
Because there's still underlying issues.
What is big? That shit is weird to me. It ain't got you my fine nigga, be a nigga I know. If you know we don't fuck with each other, but we called you, stay your motherfucking ass over there.
But you want to know why?
We do not gotta talk, bro.
You want to know why?
But I'm not about to make it a thing like, what up, bitch?
But think about it like this. Hi, I'm a person you don't fuck with. I realize I did you wrong. I want to fix it. Can we fix it?
We all in the same vicinity, bro. We all party, nigga. You don't need to talk to me.
But I know I did you wrong. I'm real.
No, y'all care too much. I don't care.
You can tell them. You can tell them when they do that. Like,
you Sagittarius, bro. You care, bro.
I don't fuck with you.
You care, bro.
There are some people that still.
You fucking care, bro.
What I care about?
You care, bro.
What though?
You have a shield built up. Through what you experience in your life, you just got a shell built up where it's making you not care. Yeah. But deep down, you care.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You care.
You want to be care, but that's his nutsack, so yes.
You care.
Just saying.
I mean, I'm glad I got all that love in the world for y'all.
I'm just saying. For me, is this? I lost my mom. I feel like my mom was my mom and my dad. I'm still trying to build a relationship with my father beyond all the bullshit that he has already done.
No, because I got children going through what you went through with your father. What you mean? I see them how they be like, damn, why my dad don't be around me? Everybody, I get those awkward ass questions. Like, why my dad don't be
your kid ain't going through shit.
You know what? You want to know what? I really think it takes me down.
They might not be going through what you're, and that's where your traumas come from.
No, that's real life.
I'm talking about just your dad trauma. I haven't even went on what you went through in your life, but based off of just your father, my kids are going through what you went through. Yeah, my kids ask awkward ass conversations, and I gotta think like, damn. But
it's just like what Job said. Literally, it's accepting a person for who you are. The reason why I forgave my father and my mom for the things they did because I became a mom. I got to understand that you're gonna fuck up at certain things as a parent. you gotta also understand that in their generation, they didn't believe in therapy. They didn't believe in doing this shit. Let me finish. They didn't believe in therapy. They didn't believe in doing different shit. So they took, it's a generational curse thing. They took something from their, however they were taught, brought it to their kids. It's up to you to break the generational curse. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to treat them like that. You can show them how you're supposed to do things.
Show who?
You can show your parents how to do things. Like I said, just because they're your parents, just because they're your parents don't mean they know everything. They're still learning. They still gotta learn shit too. They probably was not taught the same shit. The way you want to be loved by your parents, they probably was not taught that way. Maybe they don't know how to take accountability because they wasn't taught to do that. You can show them by leading. Like with my father, I'm showing him how he's supposed to be there for your kids, no matter what they do.
And luckily, that's how the cards play for y'all. This not, we don't got that kind of deck over here. This is different.
Because you don't have kids, yes.
This is a different.
So you don't understand that.
Your hand
and that's fine. That's fine. But I'm showing you that there's a possibility for forgiving your father for whatever it is they did. Again, they are human. Parents are human.
Forgiveness is accepting them for what it is. I've been done that.
Exactly.
But I don't have to talk to you just because you're in the same room as me.
That's fine. That's the way you do things.
I don't have to talk to you.
If that makes your
it's not like I'm about to leave, like, oh, this nigga here, I'm gone.
If that makes your heart
nah, I'm a chill. I don't got to talk to you.
That's cool.
You can be over there. You can be over here. Let's not have some weird ass 3-minute conversation and never talk again. Like, that shit is weird.
And I think that's the issue right there, though. Your father will be in the same room with you, and you won't say a word to him. That's where it's like.
That's where it shows you care.
That's where it comes into forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your dad at the end of the day. God, I can come from. But I don't validate shit of dad, mom, sister, brother, auntie. I don't validate none of that shit. It validate, like we talked about earlier, is loyalty have been for me. If you my family, you my family. I don't validate none of that shit because you my father. I don't operate like that. Everybody else might do. I don't operate like that. Just because you any type of title doesn't give you the validation to move how you move in this world. And that I hold everybody accountable with that shit. It's just point blank period. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's that simple.
That's why I said in certain situations it's different. If he didn't have his father at all, then that's different. But I still feel like you can still have a conversation.
But that's what made it worse. It's not that the nigga didn't have a nigga. Oh, it's not the nigga was around. The nigga was just a fucking nigga's a weirdo. It's not like a motherfucker wasn't trying to be in tune with Pops. But when you constantly keep doing what you're doing and fucking up my life, making me feel the way I feel, I can't do all this. And nigga, I gotta cut that motherfucking green off, nigga, because you fucking with my life. You hear me? Like, at the end of the day, like, people don't understand that shit. You gotta let that shit go, bro. It's not like that motherfucker didn't try to fuck with Pop, but that nigga just weird, bro.
I understand, but
and I done been through real life shit, like, man, on my deathbed and all that shit, nigga. I ain't seen you on whoop. I wake up, you dead. Like, I done been in real. It's not even talking about. It's about at the end of the day, you gotta just cut people off, bro. It's not about being mad about it, about being none of that shit, by just going about your business,
bro. Like the people that you have in your life and have in your space, if they fuck with you the way you say.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. It's not like it's even an opportunity that I'm about to come across the nigga or nothing like that. That's what I'm saying to y'all. Like, it's not, and we in the same city, but it's not that type of party. Like, none of that is ever gonna happen in real life. I know that for a fact. I done been through it. Like I said, I done been to reaching, like y'all keep saying, reaching out and trying to. I'm tired. Me as a kid, I didn't feel like I needed to be the parent. Everybody used to say that. Why you don't do the same shit? I was saying, I'm tired of that shit, bro.
No. I wasn't a parent.
Why you don't reach out to your pop?
I wasn't a parent when I was in the situation.
No, I'm saying
once I became a parent, I got to understand where possibility of where their actions could.
Oh yeah, but see, I don't got no kids and shit like that. So and that kind of stems off that nigga too, because I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm ready, nigga. Y'all niggas out here having kids and just still trying to live your life. Like, nah.
I do believe there are some things from your parents you have to learn. There are some things that the way my mom handled us, there are certain things that I had to unlearn for my kids. So life is an experience. So there are some things from your kids, from your parents, you do have to unlearn. You don't have to take everything they taught you and put it into your own kids.
But sad fact, bro, and I'm not even being funny, I can ask both of these motherfuckers. What if I can say, give me one thing you think you taught me in life? They can't tell me, they can't even teach me shit. You just was around. That's the difference. Like, I taught myself literally not gassing and not none of that shit. And I had to fail to learn the shit that I know now. Like, if I'd have had parents around, some of the shit I could have been prosperous. I could have been way, like, if I didn't have to fail so much to learn to do, then shit that I should have known, but I don't know because the motherfucker didn't. I was a nigga that learned off doing it wrong the first time. Then now you know how to do it. Like, but these motherfuckers were still around. Not like they wasn't around. You know, this shit just weird. Like, that type of shit. Like, I can ask them both today. Like, niggas were like, give me one thing you can say you taught me. couldn't tell me nothing. You cannot tell me what you talk. You can't hold, and that's what makes it like more so my friends and not really because you can't really drop your nuts and say this is my child because what the fuck did you really do? Like that's my thing, and I hold that shit strongly with parents because if that's your child, then talk that shit. But if you know you really ain't do shit, bro, then don't be expecting children, don't be expecting me to be a certain type of way with you as my mom or my dad if you ain't really give me that. Like, we cool, yeah. I can operate with you and all that other shit, but it ain't mom and dad. It ain't like relationships I see like with bro and his mom and shit because it's different. Like, it's just not a
y'all come from two different areas.
But it's
two different backgrounds. Yeah, cool. For sure. Yeah.
But
so it hit different because of the background.
Huh?
Are you gonna treat your kids like that?
No, and that's why I don't have them. And I said all that shit stems from it. That's why I don't got kids and shit already. People are like, why you don't got kids? Sometimes I know it comes from that shit because I'm like, I ain't ready, bro. Like, until I'm ready, I'm not about to just do it all while because I know I still want to move around. I know I'm still dream chasing, and I'm not about to have a kid out here and then I got to sacrifice all the shit that's selfish. So I'm picking me right now, bro. Until I'm ready, bro. I got time to have my motherfucking kid. Man, I still got time and shit, but motherfucker just was having them and shit. And I don't knock them, like I say, but I understand times rough for everybody, bro. We've been through that and all that, but I still feel like when we was out of that window and it was time for you to be who you were supposed to be as grown as motherfuckers, as me a grown as motherfucker, as you a grown as motherfucker now, and we trying to rekindle, like when the time I got shot and shit, like I was a grown ass motherfucker when I got shot and then everybody, but when y'all start doing the same shit, I'm grown now, it's like, bro, when I was younger, that shit would have threw me off, it would have spin me out and all that, but it's like, bro, I'm like, come on, bro, I'm grown as shit. I'm tired of that shit, bro. Like,
when he does have a baby, that's gonna make him a great father.
Yeah, I'm tired of that shit, fool. Like, it's not like I didn't extend my hand out and all that other weird shit that y'all was talking about. It's not like it never happened, but how the fuck, I'm not doing that shit my whole life. Fuck that shit. It is what it is, bro. Like, it's nothing to talk about at this point now. Now you probably want to talk because you thinking about it and we're going, but what are we really going to do, bro? I can't be fake. So even if I did be cool with you and I adopted up with you, we're going to talk every day now? I'm going to call you every day? I'm not going to do that shit because I don't even do this shit with motherfuckers that I'm cool with. Bro.
But that's true because that's how I feel with my father.
So
I don't talk to him every day,
bro, yeah.
but it's because we accept them for who they are. I don't talk to him every day. I don't expect to talk to him every day. I don't expect for him to come down from New York to here for my son's birthday. It's more so just accepting him for who he was. And that's why I was able to forgive him. Again, I feel like he's 50-something. There's a lot of shit he should have done already.
Only because it's so weird. If the nigga did happen to call me, I'm definitely gonna go on the nigga. But who's to say I wouldn't? But I know that shit ain't happening. Like, but in real life, it ain't happening. We ain't even gonna fake like that would happen. But now today, even if I just had to have a conversation, and like I said, it's to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
And I'm still not gonna fuck with you at this conversation.
You don't have to.
Going about your business and going about mine.
That's
so saying
like, though.
Yeah, but not give you a hug. Boy, I'll punch you in the shit. Talk about give me a hug. Now you like let's talk. You want to talk like a man? Yeah. You want to sit down and talk like a man? Woo woo woo. And you want to tell me where the fuck you was in your head and all? We could do it like that. But all that weird shit.
That you have some sense of forgiveness.
I know. There's no question about it. But until that opportunity presents itself, nigga, fuck you.
You're just saying that's boundaries. You're saying boundaries. You can't hug me until we.
Yeah, we ain't about to play weird games and shit like that. Now, you come y'all, if we address the conversation differently, you coming to me like if your father wanted to talk.
Okay, like, there we go.
Yeah, but y'all didn't say that.
There you go, man.
But that's boundaries.
But no, y'all didn't say that. I told you I'm a realistic person. I don't build shit off of. No, y'all put it into perspective. No, the nigga can't hug me. Nigga can't dap me up. Nigga can't do none of that.
There we go.
He can't come to talk to you. He can't approach you or anything. That's what it kind of sounded like.
Oh, nah. But like I said, if a nigga come in on man time, like, let me just talk to you. I'm going to sit there and talk to you. Like, and wherever that go. But I know for a fact after we going to leave this shit on the table.
So you do have some sense of forgiveness.
Yeah, I never said that.
You made it seem like that. He made it seem like that.
I'll never forgive him.
Yeah.
We still trying to take my shit and mix it because even if we talk, I'm not gonna forget. We're not gonna have this conversation.
How do you know though? If you have this conversation with him,
because I know me, and it's nothing you can say to me, bro,
to change how you feel about him.
Yes, because I've been through real life with you, nigga. It's nothing you can say to me. You can tell me how you was. Me, that doesn't validate shit.
But what if he? Okay, so I have a question. What if he starts calling you more? What if he starts checking up on you?
Too late.
What if he says that he wants to? What if he says he wants to chill with you or hang with you, or can we go ball?
I'm just wired like that. That shit gonna be weird for me, even if I did fakely.
But what if he says to you, "I want to build
weird
trust"?
for me.
What if he says, "I want to build your trust"?
It's gonna be weird for me.
It's gonna be weird. It's everything. Sometimes
but I'm not,
you got to be somewhere in uncomfortable situations to actually get through life.
And
so it'll be weird for you, but would you do it? Like, would you be fine to do it?
I wouldn't. Because we'd be. I know.
But the fact that you say you're fine with conversing with him already shows me that you may have a hard back going forward to do something different with him. The fact that you want to converse with him, because there's some niggas out here. I don't want to do
anything.
If he doesn't,
I said if the nigga presented the opportunity.
So you're okay with conversing with him if he decides to come to
it's not gonna make or break my life if it happens to it.
No, but it's not.
I said
that's how I am. It doesn't make or break me either. If my father wants to come here and do something for the birthday, fine. But do I expect him to come? No. So you have an expectation of he's not showing up ever. But if he does show up and he does decide to talk to you, you're fine with doing it. That's a part of forgiveness and just being over the situation. So, honestly, you're above the situation. That was
I think what it would have to be is his father will have to forgive himself first for whatever transpired.
I do believe if a parent approach you, I think they need to change themselves.
Yeah, they have to forgive themselves for what they did.
If you come to me now and you're still on the same shit you was before,
that can't
then
happen.
you're never gonna.
That can't happen. You will have to forgive yourself first.
That shit gets tired.
It do, but as long as you okay with
but yours, and like I said, yours probably put in a lot more effort.
Bullshit. I haven't talked to my father in 2 months. I'll talk to him this month. He'll check on my kids, and then
you said months.
Yeah.
I'm talking 6, 8 years.
Well, that's different.
Right.
But still, for me,
I got kids. Around the corner.
I got kids, so I feel like you should be talking to me more for my kids. And if you couldn't do well with me, you could at least do well with my kids. Those are your grandkids. And if you can't do that, then this is where we at. Again, even for me, like I said, my mom is gone. I love my mom way more than I love my father. And I actually had this feeling. I had to pray on it and let it go. I actually said, I really wish that God would have took him instead of her, because she was my mother and my father. So again, I had to pray on that, because you can't walk around with that type of feeling. That's a crazy feeling to walk around with. So I had to pray on that, and I had a choice to stop. I stopped fucking with my father for years. There's times I cut him off for years, and then I forgave him. I'm like, okay, let me see what he's working with this time. And I just let him in and see what happens. I never let him more forgiving though, for sure. Because we're nurtured.
Yeah, maybe that's what happens, right? Maybe, and I'm not saying this being disrespectful. And you say where it's wrong to your mother, but maybe that's what happens, right? Your mom passed away too soon, right? And maybe that was close to somewhere in that area.
The only thing that it did was make me forgive him.
Okay.
And
maybe that's what came out of unfortunately your mom's situation.
And that do make sense now. That makes a whole lot of sense for you now.
Yeah.
Because
my mom was living, I probably wouldn't forgive him like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
That's true too.
But it's the truth.